Hello, my name is Eduardo Mancha. I just completed the activity for the campus and vision statement, where we conducted the interviews with different staff that are on campus, and it came out to be very, very informative. We talked about the campus mission and vision statement, about some of the things that we had to input into them, so that way they made sense for our students. Some of the other things that came up were when we created it. We did create it last year at the beginning of the year before we got into the pandemic. We actually had created it in August, about 2 years ago, not this past August, the year before. And we got together as a staff. We created it. We wanted it to be something for the students to be able to look at, to make sense of it, and it had all of the different things that we needed for the students to be able to get from our campus. So one of the things that came up was support. We have a lot of students on our campus that come from I want to say like low income families. So some of the support that they need is like reaching out to the parents, being able to be flexible with certain issues. Because I mean, some of the things that came up too were like some of our students have brothers and sisters, so all of them using the computer at once. I know for example, I've got a student that has like 4 or 5 brothers and sisters, and they all have to share computers and tablets, and that's really, really hard, especially when we get into the next subject, which is technology, right? So into our campus and mission and vision statement, we also included technology because, and it just so happened that we were able to do it right before the pandemic, right? So right now we're currently teaching online, and teaching online has its benefits, but for some students it's kind of hard. So we want to make sure that we support our students with technology. I know that this year we did pass out to every single student either a tablet, a computer. Even at one point we did go low on or we didn't have the technology, so we actually lent out desktops. It actually got to that point. So we did want to make sure that we included that into our vision and our mission statement. Another thing that we talked about was the educational needs for our students. Some of our students need certain things when it comes to testing, certain things when it comes to 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 make sure they're building their education. Another thing that we also included was a safe place. With everything that happens in school, sometimes some students go through some things where they don't feel comfortable. And we want them to feel comfortable on campus. We want them to be in a safe environment, a safe place, something that's healthy, where they're learning, where they can make friends, talk to their teachers, feel comfortable with their teachers, feel comfortable with their friends, make friends, so that way they develop their characteristics, communication, being able to relate with students and different things. So we want to make sure that we had that for our students, a safe place and healthy environment, especially when it comes to our campus as a whole. Our campus is a very clean campus, especially now, with the pandemic and everything. We make sure that we're going to keep everything clean and tidy like we have for the past several years. On our campus, we make sure that everything is clean. Our students are always clean. We make sure that if they need anything, they can always come to us, come to the administrators for help, or if anything. Some of the things that we've gotten from our campus is that we're very supportive when it comes to students in dire need. I know last week we went through this. We went through a period where some of our students didn't have power, didn't have water, and our administrators got together and they went out and they and they delivered some of these essentials for our students. So it helped out a lot. The last thing that I wanted to bring up was the college and career ready future for our students. Our students are in middle school, but we want them to have that mindset that they do plan on going to college at one point or another. So that came up with in some of the activities. Maybe with the virtual learning, we are preparing them for that maybe online college courses. We're preparing them in the sense that they'll understand how to go about the programs, but I think we can do a better job in the formatting. Making sure that that college format is there for them when it comes to reading, when it comes to studying, when it comes to writing. So so some of the things that came up was we revealed that our campus vision and mission statement really help to for our students to succeed. That was one thing that we really need to make sure that they want to be successful in the future. So we want that to all build together, for these students. Some of the things that were surprising during the interviews was some of the information was one of my interviewees, Mr. Rios, brought up the fact that maybe our mission and vision statement could be more personable, for our students. And we talk on a general level, but if it was more personable, maybe the students would feel better about the campus and vision statement. They take it more to heart. Some of the other things that came up was maybe we could include fine arts, fine arts and the athletics. We talk a lot about education, but some of these students go through fine arts and athletics to better their education. Further. They could get a scholarship at the end goal. Technology support. For our students, that way they understand how to use the technology that we're giving them. And then some of the findings that we had in the reflections were we want to find a better way to relay the information. So right now we have all that information online, but I think if we were to make it more of a slogan, then maybe our students can hear it and just know, okay, there's the slogan, and then we're gonna relate it to the campus mission and vision statement, and here we go. Um, And the last thing that I wanted to bring up is we wanted to make it more ordinary for the students to hear. We want it to be something that they hear on a regular basis, not just for our students, but also our faculty. We want our faculty to understand what is the end goal and why are we doing this. And that's it for today. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.